We're wrapping up here at the Bankstown Invitational. I've managed to grab Brad Woods and Hamish Wallace, both trained by Bankstown's very own Lindsay Watson. Brad, it's been a horror run with injuries, mate. Couple of years off. First race tonight, first race since back from injury. How did you take it?
It was a good run. I was planning just to pace through to 1200. I was feeling pretty good. I've been back training for about 2 months, so I thought if I get through 1200 on time and I'm feeling okay, I'll finish off. Abdi was spurring me on a little bit, so right from the start, I think it was 50 metres into the race, he's just like, oh yeah, and he'll probably finish off, and I was like, oh geez, if I don't finish off, then I'll look like a bit of a goose. So I felt all right, and I knew I had a bit of a gap, so I thought if I could just manage for the next 300, I'd be fine. And season's best. Like 3-year-old season's best, so I was pretty happy with that, and it's good to be back on the track.
I suppose that's what happens when you have a couple of seasons off. Talk us through a bit the rehab process and what you had to do just to get back here.
Oh, it's been a long time. I've had 3 really bad injuries, torn Achilles, torn plantar fascia, and pretty much a broken ankle. So been on and off the track for the last 2 years, kind of get a little bit fit and then off I go again. This year I've taken it really slow, built up my mileage over the last, or probably since November I started back running properly, and I was getting about 60 Ks in a week, and the last month I've had 80 Ks a week, and I had 1 week at Jindabyne which was a fair bit over. That was about 120, but being at altitude, you're a little bit lucky where you've got plenty of time for recovery. So that's a lot of icing, a lot of stretching, a lot of self-massage and physio. So that's been the process for the last 3 years. So yeah, definitely good to be back on the red stuff going around.
Sure. What's Lindsay got planned for you from here?
We don't actually have a plan for this season. This was kind of a bit of a on the spur moment to have a run. My plan is probably to run a good cross-country season, get out and do a few of the relays and stuff like that. Being at Trinity, we don't have too many seniors. We've got a lot of schoolboys running around, so that'll be a few more solo efforts. But definitely looking forward to a big cross-country season and getting Ks up. Yeah.
And how are you finding the mentoring role? Obviously, you're working at Trinity now, actually employed there. So what's that like for you to step into that coaching role? Obviously, you're still at your best an elite athlete yourself, and balancing coaching and athlete demands. To start off with, it was quite difficult because I always felt like I should be out running with the boys, and I thought that would be the right way to go to get the guys inspired. And so to start off with, it was quite tough because I was doing their training plus trying to get in my training as well. This last year, I've really taken a step back. I do the morning run with the boys, so 4 mornings a week we get a 6 to 7K run out with the guys, and that's quite steady, which has been good for me coming back into fitness. And then the sessions I'm on the side with the stopwatch, and that way you can see the boys actually training, and you can work on their technique, and you can work on a bit of the mental side of things as well, which has been good for the boys. We've got quite a few good boys running around at the moment, both sprints and distance, so both Mr. Murphy and I have found a good balance with our athletes. And we've got a good crew going around. I think we've got 60 athletes in the club now, which is a record for us. Every year we've put on probably another 5 or 10 athletes each year. So hopefully we can keep building that into the future and start to rival some of the bigger clubs. I mean, we had a good Treloar Shield. I think we were 3rd in the juniors, which is not bad considering we don't have many girls. We have a few girls, but we've just done that on the boys, and that was a big effort for us. And it was a goal to, come in the top 3, and we came away with 3rd. I think we were leading up to the last 2 rounds, which is a bit disappointing going into school holidays, but it was good for us. Excellent. That's what we like to see, a lot of growth happening in the sport. I'll go over to Hamish. Mate, the year started for you down at Jindabyne as well with Lindsay. How was the training camp?
Yeah, training camp was awesome. We got some quality Ks in. Track sessions were awesome. It's good training down there, yeah. Really enjoyed it.
I think we saw you last weekend down at Canberra for the World Cross Country selection trials. How was the race down there? Pretty tough course, but how'd you find it?
Yeah, tough course. Awesome boys to run against. Great experience for me. I enjoyed every minute of it, and it was just, it's good.
Obviously pretty happy, I think, with your run tonight. I think you were telling me earlier it was a PB for 1500.
Yeah, PB for the 15, 4010 I think it was. So pleased with that. Just working on speed, down at the track, and it's good.
How'd you feel during the run? Was it a struggle towards the end? I mean, I imagine it always would be, but particularly so?
Yeah, it was tough. getting so lactic in the 1500. It hurts me the most, I think, out of all 5-10s. All of them just the worst, I reckon. But yeah, it was good fun.
And what's next from here? What's Lindsay got lined up for you?
National 5,000 metres. I think is the next big one. So just be training for that. You know, just getting my speed, getting my turnover corrected, and yeah, it should be good.
And is that the ultimate goal for this season, or is there something else in mind a bit further down the road?
I'd definitely like to have an awesome season in cross and just, you know, put out some good times. But yeah, we'll just wait and see what happens.
We're looking forward to the start of the winter season. We're not too far away now, just a couple of months. Thanks very much, Hamish. Congratulations on a great run tonight. And Brad, just fantastic to see you back on the track, mate. It's been a long haul. We'll wrap up here with Yusuf in just a sec from the Bankstown Invitational. But in the meantime, thanks to Brad and Hamish.